Hey guys, my name is Charlie, known as CP31428 on X and on Telegram. So at CP31428 if you need to find me. That's my handle. I've been trading and doing projections and analysis since the 2008 crash. I have a private group. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to this new YouTube channel. I wanted to just do a quick video to start, and I wanted to show you how I was able to predict the silver parabola. So let's pull up the silver chart. This is the silver monthly chart. And the first thing you want to do when you look at any chart, especially a long-term chart, and especially with something, an asset like silver or the precious metals that have so much history and that have such long cycles, is to zoom out and as wide as you can. And so this is the silver monthly chart. And if you zoom out, you can obviously see that precious metal cycles are extremely long, and the silver cycles have been brutal to holders. But the way I was able to predict the silver parabola is to zoom out first things first. And you can see that silver carved out literally this huge cup and handle pattern that took 40 years, over 40 years. I think it was 1980 to the March 2002. So it's 42 years to carve out this cup and handle. Needless to say, you're going to have a significant move. Now, obviously, you need cycles are like anything. They swing back and forth from one extreme to the other. And there's a reason why precious metals move. They're not a hedge against the dollar like everybody thinks. They're really a hedge and a function of confidence in government. And gold especially responds to war and heightened conditions of war and collapses in confidence in the government. And that's really the primary driver of metals. But anyway, so I zoomed out and I saw this huge 42-year cup and handle, and I drew a measured move. Then I drew a fib target and sort of an all-time fib channel, and to take a look at if it was trending up overall. Now, if you zoom in, back in the summer of 2024, I started looking at the silver chart, and let's go to the weekly. And so what I noticed was this huge macro, just an amazing macro setup here for silver. So what I noticed was silver was carving out this beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern on the weekly. And you can see this left shoulder, inverse shoulder here, head and right shoulder here. And then this was a major point of resistance. And so it broke out, it broke the neck, the neckline of the head and shoulders, and it came up to test this point of major resistance once. And then it hit it again, and then again. And this is when I knew when any asset pokes against resistance, people think it's rejecting it, but what it's really doing is weakening the resistance. And usually what happens is the fourth time it sends. So it pokes 3 times, and then silver's textbook. It respected just like gold, it's very respectful of fibs and this particular pattern. And it came up and it hit this resistance a few times. People were like, where's the trade? Where's the trade? Well, I told them that the fourth time was going to be a charm, but to enter back here once we broke the neckline, because I could tell that silver was ready for its move. And then the way I predicted the parabola was right here when we finally poked through and built a floor just above resistance. and you can see what happened. Silver went completely vertical and went exactly to literally to the dollar of the cup and handle measured move that I had drawn years ago. So anyway, that's how I predicted the silver parabola. I predicted tons of different assets, stocks, a lot of crypto, precious metals. I analyze and project all these things. I teach people about time cycles. I have a private group that you can join where I teach people all these things, how to become an incredible trader. I've made people millionaires, many, many, many millionaires out of my calls and trades. I called the Zcash move right before it sent and pulled a 20x. I've had stocks that pulled 40, 50, 60 X's. And many people have become wealthy. So I opened up a private channel. You can message me on YouTube, or you can email me at capeabody3@protonmail if you want details about joining the group. Like I said, please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll continue to show you other calls and projections that I made and how I did it. And you can also reach out to me on Telegram at CP31428 or on X at CP31428. And I'll give you details about the private group, CP3 analysis, financial analysis, and projections. And I just launched the group. People are signing up for the first 90 days. It's going to be 500 annually, and then it's going to go up to 750. But I had people just become millionaires off the Zcash and the Zcash Trust call, the Grayscale ETF for Zcash. So that's pennies compared to what you're going to make on these asymmetric bets that I'm able to somehow identify and call right before they move, or somewhat before they move. With any asset, you need conviction and patience. But if you pick the right thing, like Jesse Livermore said, just be right and sit tight. And eventually you will see those gains. And that's exactly what happened with silver. And that's how I was able to tell that silver was about to make a parabolic move. So thanks for watching. And and have a blessed day.